This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's time to learn about something cool. We went one time, Robin, you and I went with your mom, I think, right? To go see a Frank Lloyd Wright presentation down one of the Hiers Baxley properties down in the Villages, right?
The Villages last year.
Where it was
fabulous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! And when we walked in, I remember saying to you and your mom, the only thing I know about Frank Lloyd Wright is nothing. The only thing I knew about him was, let's see, there was a building in New York City, the Guggenheim. Mm-hmm. And all I knew was that he designed it. That's all I knew. I didn't really know anything. And then, of course, there's the Simon and Garfunkel song, which you have to be old to know it, and it wasn't a hit or anything, right? Well, I think the album it was on was a hit, but I don't think the song was. So anyway, that's it. I didn't know anything. So when I went to this event, I thought, wow, how come... First of all, how come we don't know more about this amazing architect? What did I say, sculptor earlier? I'm stuck on the sculptures from earlier. Thank you. But anyway, architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Sarah Overfelt is in the studio. She is the community outreach manager for Hiers Baxley Funeral Services and Highland Memorial Park, and they've got two events. One called The Genius of Frank Lloyd Wright, and the other one is called the Pet-A-Palooza event. Yeah. One is Thursday, one is Saturday. Is that right?
Yes. One is this upcoming Saturday, and then the other one is the following Thursday.
Oh, okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Was it raining out there?
It is. Yeah, it's supposed to be raining all day. It's a little chilly as well. So I forgot a jacket, so that's my bad.
So sorry I said sculptor when I meant architect.
It's okay.
Because I'm stuck on these sculptures from the earlier story.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was an April Fool's joke or not, though.
I don't know. It is April 1st, so it may have been an April Fool's, but that was definitely, I was listening on my way over, and that was definitely a conversation to be had.
Were you at the 175th anniversary thing?
Yes, I was there on Saturday, absolutely.
We were there, and we didn't see you there. We saw some of the folks in your booth. We didn't recognize anybody when we walked up to the booth.
You didn't? I must have been getting food or something. There were some great food trucks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hadn't eaten, so I was
But you had a big hearse parked next to yours.
Yes, we actually had the very first ambulance of Marion County at it's a 1967.
Oh, that was an ambulance?
It's an ambulance and a hearse. Back then, they were used as both.
Oh, well, that was convenient.
Yes. Yes, it was convenient. But yeah, we were there. Absolutely.
So that was, what year was that car?
It's a 67.
Okay.
Cadillac.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
I mean, it looks like it could still be used today. Do you still use it?
We can still use it. Absolutely.
Really?
We do. If you request it, we can do that for you.
That's very interesting.
Do you know? Yes. You probably don't remember when Golden Hills, now Golden Ocala, had a theater. Do you remember that by chance? They tore it down.
I don't remember that. I didn't make it out that way all that often.
And it was a big deal back in those days. It was kind of like I don't know. It was right. It was kind of like the Riley it is now. It's a big deal.
It was very classic.
Don't ask me why they tore it down. I don't know. It seemed like a nice place. But anyway, they had nice shows there. And one time, I saved up some money and I got my mom and dad tickets to this event, and I rented a limousine to pick them up at their house. I know. And it was they live in Rainbow Lakes Estate, so it's easy, a 20-mile drive, right?
Yeah, Denellen.
What I'm getting at is my father. He said, I thought the only time I'd ever be in a limo was the day I'm dead.
Gosh. Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah, I bet you do, yeah. Yep. Gotta be a joke. So tell me about Frank Lloyd Wright. What are we going to learn?
Well, we have a fantastic storyteller coming out called Tim Totten, and this is what he does. He is in love with telling stories, and especially Frank Lloyd Wright's story, and you're going to learn all about Frank Lloyd's life from birth to death and the everywhere between murder mystery type stuff that's going on in there, and some affairs and all kinds of drama in there, and of course about his architecture. So it's going to be beautiful.
It's very visual too.
Yes, it's a very visual event.
Is he from Milwaukee, Robin? I can't remember. I think I'm recalling that when we went, we learned something about where he was from.
Yep, he's from there, I believe. But then he also did a lot of the architecture in the state of Wisconsin.
Yes.
so we have a lot of things in there.
So Timothy Totten, that must be the guy we saw down in the other one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Yep.
very good. He knew.
Yeah, we've had this event here. He's had it here in Ocala once before. And then he moved down to the Villages. We've had him at our location several times down in the Villages, at our Life Event Center down there. And people just absolutely go crazy for him down there and absolutely love it. We've had people request over and over again to have him up here in Ocala again. So we made that come true and,
Nice.
and brought him back up to Ocala.
Well, if this is anything like the one we saw, I would recommend, if you're listening, that you go to this. It's free, right?
It is free.
It's April 11th.
April 11th, and you have to register. You have to register because we have limited seating. So you have to register on Eventbrite, or you can go to our Facebook page, and that'll take you to the link.
Oh, I went to the second one first. So
yeah,
that's
you did.
happening second. So we'll come back to that one.
Okay.
The first
That's
one
my
is
error because I had the wrong date on there. That's why I put Frank Lloyd Wright first.
okay. So the first one is the Pet-A-Palooza.
Yes, that one's this Saturday, April 6th, from
Okay.
10 to 2.
Okay. Now, what is that?
Pet-A-Palooza is a free event for our community. We just wanted to put out some resources out there for all of our pet fans. I know I have 2 pets of my own.
What do you have?
I have 2 Australian Shepherds. I have Cooper, who's 4,
Uh-huh.
and he's a mini Australian Shepherd. And then I have just bought a brand new baby girl, Chloe. She's 8 weeks old.
Oh.
And she is also an Australian Shepherd, but she's a standard
They
Australian
black
Shepherd.
and white.
Black and white. She's black and white, and Cooper's actually black, white, and brown.
Oh
So he's the
my gosh!
tri-color.
Bet they're gorgeous.
They are. So both of them will actually be at the event. So come out and meet them. They would love to see you. I know Chloe will. I took Chloe to the 175th anniversary, and people just love to meet her.
Oh man, I missed it. I fall in love with dogs so easy. There were 3 dogs at the animal shelter booth.
Yes.
And they had these little cookies you could feed them. Oh my gosh! The one of them was 11 years old, and I said to Robert, "Oh gosh, I want to take that one home so bad." But
Could have. I'm sure they would have let you.
I'm here all the time. See, this
Yeah,
is my
that's
problem.
the problem.
Do you have that problem?
I don't usually have that much of a problem because I can take mine with me frequently.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So they're pretty much very well behaved. So the only problem I have is they love people so much they get so excited, and then but like 5 minutes and they're calm again.
So this is maybe a dumb or even a wrong question, but does anybody ever contact the funeral home for animal funerals?
We can do animal funerals. We don't do any of like animal cremation on our premises. I know there's one down in Bellevue that you can reach out to if you want to get your animal cremated. But we can definitely do animal funerals and stuff like that and memorial services for them.
Really?
Absolutely.
But they're not. The dog's not lying in a casket, right?
No.
Okay, looking up at you. Imagine that.
Oh no!
No, not that type. But we do celebration.
Like
of
a
life for the
memorial,
dogs.
like where they
Yeah.
show the photograph and things like
Yep,
that.
absolutely.
Oh my God, I would be crying all over the place.
Yep, we can do that. We can even make up little bookmarks and stuff for your family if you prefer with your dog.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. We've
Wow.
done that for families
Well,
before.
now that you've said it, people will start to call you.
Well, we're here for you.
You're going to have different people and different centers at your event too.
Yes, we're going to have the neuter commuter with their bus come out and their adoptable animals if you're still looking to adopt.
I have to know.
Just think about
As
it.
long as I'm doing a radio show, it's going to be impossible because I have to be here so long.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could bring them to work with you.
Joe,
I'll talk Joe into
Sarah
it.
has an idea.
Just saying.
You're going to have a dog obedience trainer there.
Yes, we're having Letty Towle come out. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's...
from the dog park.
Yes, the dog park's a memorial to her. She's an amazing trainer and has been in here in Marion County forever. It seems like she's very good at what she does, and she will definitely be there.
Really?
Yep, with some of her dogs, showing off some talent.
Are your dogs well behaved? Well, the puppy not, I'm sure. But, you know?
She's still adjusting. My puppy Chloe's still adjusting, but my dogs are very well behaved. Like I said, the only problem I have is they just get a little too excited to begin with to see people.
Are you good at that? Are you good at training a dog?
I wouldn't say I'm great at it, but my dog minds pretty well. So he does
I
pretty well.
always felt like I was not good at it at all, but I just had a good dog.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of, I feel like that's probably what's happened with me too.
Yeah.
I have 2 amazing dogs and
Because my mom would watch this show with these dogs that were misbehaving horribly, and then this British lady would come out and get them right, make them behave. And I'm thinking, wow, how does she do that? It's amazing.
Who else are you going to have out there?
So we have the Neuter Commuter and Letty Towel coming out. We have a vet, Tobias Mobile Veterinary Services coming out. So if you need a mobile vet to come out to your house, if you have like a few cats or something like that, they do that. And they also travel from place to place, so they'll be closer to you. They're coming out. So we're looking forward to having them. We have a pet sitter coming out. Her name's Dana Do. She actually does more than pet sitting. Yeah, she's Dana Do is what she calls her business. She actually does more than pet sitting, but she's definitely coming out as a pet sitter for us. But I know she does she'll get your dry cleaning. She told me if you wanted her to get your dry cleaning, she does the to-do list for you.
Oh, really? We had the interview with a lady who was a dog walker out in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how much she gets.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of money that they pay this lady to walk dogs is unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, people love their animals. And you don't want them trapped up in the house all day.
No. It costs more to keep the dog than to keep me.
Yes. We also have Katie Bug's Pet Grooming, mobile pet grooming. She comes out. She actually washes the animal in your house for you. So, some people don't like pet groomers coming out and taking their animals into their facilities because they don't know what's going on in there or whatever. So they're very cautious. I know some people that are very cautious of what kind of groomers they take them to because they don't want their animals either getting sick or hurt or whatever. So this lady comes into your house and washes your animal for you, so you can watch her. Or even if you
do you wash your own dog?
I wash my dog occasionally.
Does your dog like a bath?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. My dog loves
my dog
bath.
hated it.
No, my dog, if I tell him it's bath time, he runs and jumps in the bath and in the bathtub and just stands there and he's ready to go. Yeah, he's amazing.
How did you train him to do that?
Yeah, mine never liked that.
I started washing him as a puppy frequently in the bathtub, and he didn't like it as much in the bathtub. So we took it outside, and I washed him outside a lot.
Yeah.
In like a kiddie pool with the hose. And he loved that. He enjoyed that. And so he got used to the running water, and he got used to being wet and whatever. So he got used to that, and then we moved him back into the bathtub during the winter and stuff like that, because you can't really wash a dog outside when it's cold. So we moved him back in the winter, and he was fine after that. He was fine.
Did you grow up here?
I did. Born and raised in Ocala.
So you never really had really cold. Like you wouldn't take your dog out like the temperatures they had this past winter in Chicago. Like 40 below. Can you imagine? You brought your dog out of that. That's the end of the dog. Yeah,
I don't think I would take my dog out. I mean, maybe with a sweater and some mittens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If he would let me put mittens on him.
Although I did like seeing the videos people were posting of the dogs like running in the snow. The dogs look like they were having a blast.
Oh, I'm sure they are. And my dog's an Australian Shepherd, so he's got two coats. He's got a winter coat as well that grows underneath, and he sheds quite a bit if you don't brush him appropriately for that.
What does an Australian Shepherd look like?
You want me to show you a picture?
Yeah.
That's Cosmo.
It looks like Cosmo?
Yeah.
What was Cosmo? Border Collie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely looks a lot like a Border Collie.
Oh, Border Collie. Okay, they're similar looking.
So this is my puppy, Chloe.
Let me see. Oh, my gosh.
Isn't she cute?
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
Oh, I love her.
Chloe.
I love her.
How old is she?
She's 8 weeks. Actually, 9 weeks this week.
She's that so
Just
nice,
born.
too.
Did you know the mother?
I do. A friend of mine had a litter of puppies, and I was like, I have to have another dog. So I was able to get another little puppy, and I was so ecstatic. I was like, yes.
I bet. That's so cute. Yeah.
It's always great to have another dog. And then this is Cooper.
Are you married?
I'm not. I have a boyfriend, though.
Okay, so I'm not.
But he actually bought the dog for me.
But do you have a roommate? Is there somebody who lives with you to help say? Oh, so it's just you and the dogs?
It's just me and the dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So this is Cooper, and he was trying to get.
Oh my gosh.
He was actually begging for a bone
That is so
here,
sweet.
So his little ears are back. Like, can I have it now?
Can I please have the cookie?
He's so cute.
So yes.
And the pictures are really important too.
They
Photos.
are. Yes, we actually are going to have a photo booth for pets at our Petapalooza. So we have one of my coworkers loves taking pictures, and she will be there to take pictures of your pets, or if you and your pet want to have a picture together, we're going to do a little fun, silly photo booth for animals.
Oh, isn't that going to be cool?
It
This
is. I'm very excited about it.
Is this a free event? Or?
It is completely free. So we just invite you all out. We have a ton more people coming. I didn't even get through all the list. I've got probably 4 or 5 other people coming out.
Tell me who they are. We got that.
We have Diana from Gentle Giants, who makes her own dog treats. They're like organic dog treats, and she also makes bandanas and stuff for your dogs. I have Pet Palace is going to be coming out with a table, and they do dog treats and stuff like that. They have a store over on Mary Camp. If you haven't been there, it's a beautiful store. And then I have the Ocala Dog Ranch. They're out from on 200 area. They're coming out. They have a huge area for you to run and play with your dogs. And I think they have pools and stuff for your dogs and training and stuff. So, and I think you can board there as well.
And what is the name of that facility again?
It's called Ocala Dog Ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I believe they're bringing out some of their animals as well, maybe. But I know that the Neuter Commuter has adoptable pets, so they're bringing. So make sure you bring those and come if you're looking for an adoptable dog or cat. Petapalooza. Saturday.
Hey, I have a question for you about dogs and funeral homes.
Oh, okay.
It's because you represent both right now.
Yes.
Okay. Every once in a while, there'll be a photo that makes the rounds on social media or in the press, whatever, that shows like a German Shepherd, usually, like just looking really sad, laying by the casket of somebody who owned him.
Right.
Like a soldier or like a canine officer.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those. Has that ever happened at Hiers Baxley?
I am not sure. I've only been here less than a year, so I haven't witnessed it myself. But I wouldn't see why not.
That would be so sad. Wouldn't that be sad to see that?
We definitely allow people to bring in their animals and stuff like that. We're not people.
You're around sad all the time. How come you're so happy? You're so happy. I love seeing your face.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
your smile.
That. Thank you.
Missy's a happy person too.
She is, yes.
So maybe that's the secret. Have happy people working for you if you're going to be burying people. Yeah,
we definitely have a group of very happy people, and we just enjoy our jobs, and it makes it worth it when you love your job and stuff like that, and you love the people you work with and the people that you get to see every day, the families that we get to help. It definitely makes you smile.
Since the Neuter Commuter is going to be there, will they be doing neutering and spaying that day?
Yes, they will be, and they'll also be not giving away, but they'll also be doing shots and vaccines and stuff like that, and chipping. I think they'll do chipping that day too.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, so if you want to get your animal chipped, in case, it gets out during a storm or something like that, it'll be nice to have.
You know what I always thought? I always thought that the Neuter Commuter people should put like several buses in a parade and call it the Spade Parade.
That would be very good.
The Spade Parade, and then people just, hey, yeah, you take care of our dogs. Thank you.
Yeah.
If people want to have their animals spayed or neutered, can they bring cats too, or is this just a dog event?
Cats as well. That's why it's called Pet-a-Palooza, not Dog-a-Palooza. We have pets coming, all pets. So anything that you want to bring out.
Oh, really?
That's a pet. Yes, it's more than welcome.
What other pets have you owned in your life?
Well, I grew up on a farm, so...
Were they pets, though, or...?
Yeah, I would consider them pets. I raised a pig from 8 pounds to 250 pounds, and it walked around on a leash and barked like a dog because it hung out with my dogs all the time and played fetch.
Oh, my gosh. You tell me you didn't eat it, right?
Well...
You did?
Maybe.
Oh, my gosh.
I named him Wilbur. And he was very tasty.
Oh, no.
Yes,
Wilbur.
He was a pet.
Bark like a dog.
Yeah. Yes, and I had a cow. Her name was Belle. And I bottle raised her and raised her for
did she become
years.
A burglar?
We sold her, so I'd assume one day she did, yeah.
Ay.
Yeah, but she was a pet to me. She would come whenever I called her name, and, it was just, I've had plenty of pets on the farm.
When people call up for these events, like the Genius of Frank Lloyd Wright, about how many people will be able to be seated?
I think we have it at 100 people, maybe 120. I'm not sure on the exact count, but I think it's close to 100.
Do you need to have reservations, or can you just come?
No, we need to have reservations because we don't want people coming up and not having seats, because it is like an hour-long event, and I don't want anybody standing for an hour.
Will you have refreshments there?
There will be some light refreshments, absolutely. We'll have some coffee provided by Dignity Roasters, of course, one of our local partners, and some water and some little hand snacks and stuff like that.
So, too, the people who show up at these events might be the same people, but I'm thinking there's a lot of people who love pets that don't really care about architecture and vice versa. Love architecture, you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So for those of you, if you love a pet, you got to go to Petapalooza this Saturday. And then the following Saturday, right?
No, Thursday.
Or the following Thursday.
Yes.
That's the Genius of Frank Lloyd Wright presentation.
Yes, that starts at 4 o'clock.
That's on the 11th.
Baxley. Yep, and both of them are going to be at our Boulevard location and the Silver Springs Boulevard right here in Ocala. So.
Do you know what? Okay. The only building I knew by Frank Lloyd Wright was the Guggenheim in New York.
Right.
Okay. I've never even been in it, but I know about it. I know where it is, right on the park. But what I want to say, a lot of people, and I think this is true everywhere, not just New York, didn't really like the modern architecture, like what the World Trade Center looked like, the ones that were destroyed.
Right.
A lot of the modern buildings, because the old architecture nobody was using it anymore, and they still don't. They put up these big towers. When Tallahassee changed their capital from the pretty little building that they had, well, it wasn't little, but compared to the new one, right? Do you feel that way too?
I do, actually. I visited up. I had a sister-in-law who went to FSU, and I went up to visit her frequently, and. It definitely, I prefer the old one myself.
It's just a nicer looking building, right?
Yeah, I definitely feel that way.
There's more thought given to it and stuff. You know, all that stuff we were talking about with sculptures this morning, a lot of the ornate things that are incorporated into architecture were from sculptures.
Right, absolutely. I know Frank Lloyd Wright was like an organic architecture. He preferred it to incorporate the outdoors and be a more natural feeling for humans.
Do you know the song by Simon and Garfunkel?
I don't.
You don't want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, ready? Here we go. I think I got it ready this time, Robin. Let's
see.
So long, Frank Lloyd Wright. I can't leave your song.
And when Timothy Totten gives his lecture, he will also tell about the different Frank Lloyd Wright structures that are in Florida.
Yes, I know there's quite a few in Lakeland that are over there. I think there might be one close to the Villages as well, is what I was told, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
And the college in South Florida, too.
Yes.
One of the colleges is a Frank Lloyd Wright in Lakeland. Yeah, really, really amazing architecture.
Yeah, I think they have like 10 or 12 of his buildings over there. They have quite a few of his buildings right there on the college campus.
Oh, that is so amazing.
So tell me about him. It says from love and adultery to murder and the Emperor of Japan. So was Frank Lloyd Wright what do you call, philanderer? Is that a guy? Or gigolo? What do you call a guy?
A philanderer. Yes, you're right.
Is that the right word?
Yes.
So was he one of them?
I don't know. You'll have to come and find out.
Do you know who else was?
Who?
That guy, Dali. Salvador Dali.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Robin? Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He liked women.
So you'll have to come and find out.
But Frank Lloyd Wright has an amazing personality, too, and anybody that goes to your event on April 11th is really going to appreciate Timothy and the entire talk. Frank Lloyd Wright is amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Tim's very great at portraying and just like giving you the whole experience of Frank Lloyd's life, and it's a beautiful talk.
Well, you guys are amazing. Hiers, Baxley, you've always done things for the community, all the veteran support that you show, and the other things that you support. Do you know, I don't know the Hiers part of the name. I know Dennis.
The Baxley part?
Yeah. Maybe I have met some of the Hiers folks.
Mr. John Hiers was actually...
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, he was one of the original, and then Mr. Baxley joined Mr.
That's
Hiers.
right. I was just
but
drawing a
Mr.
blank.
Hiers has passed away, so... Yeah, that's
So
probably
this-
why you don't
Was he
see
from
him.
the Denellen area? Was there...
I don't...
I seem to remember there was some Hiers family over there. I don't know if they're related. To
There
them.
might be. I don't know all of the Hiers family, unfortunately. I've heard they're great people. I've had many people walk up to me and say, "Oh, I love Mr. Hiers and and his father." Actually, it was. In fact, this yesterday or 2 days ago at the 175th, I had someone walk up to me that he really enjoyed the family and missed them and stuff like that.
So this Friday it'll be a 4-hour event, so people will have time.
Yes, absolutely. There'll be plenty of time for you to bring your pets down, and you can sleep in a little bit because it doesn't start till 10. So you could sleep in, get your pets ready, come on down, grab some treats, and get your picture taken. If you need to get your pet neutered or spayed, they'll be there for you. Want some homemade treats that are good for your pets, then come on down. I know a lot of people don't want to feed their animals those nasty treats that some people make.
Yeah.
It'll be fun this Saturday, and if you want
Yes.
to adopt a dog, it's a good place to go.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. If I keep showing up at these things, I'm going to end up with a dog. All right, so this Saturday, 10 till 2, and then the following Thursday at 4 o'clock for Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yep, Thursday of the 11th.
And Timothy Totten. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for coming in doing this, and say hello to everybody over at Hiers Baxley.
I will do that. Thank you, guys.
All right, we will be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. A bill being considered in the Florida legislature would provide financial compensation to domestic violence victims who leave their jobs because of that domestic violence. A viral video shows a white pickup truck engulfed in flames in the Walmart parking lot at the Walmart near On Top of the World. A 38-year-old woman was killed in a two-vehicle crash Saturday afternoon on US 27 at the intersection of Northwest 115th Avenue. State police are investigating after Miami police fatally shot a man they say was armed with a shotgun and wearing a bulletproof vest. A Polk County woman has been charged with murder for shooting a 21-year-old in the back of the head as she drove through an orange grove. An Associated Press review says Florida has 8,600 licensed massage establishments and almost 40% had therapists involved in sexual activity. And once again, Disney World is offering a live stream of Epcot's Illuminations Reflections of Earth set for April 9th. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Considerable cloudiness on this Monday with a shower and thunderstorm around in the afternoon. Highs ranging from 66 in the northernmost part of the zone to 77 in the south. Monday night will be rather cloudy with a shower late, low 55 inland to 61 along the coast. For Tuesday, clouds, a couple of showers and a heavy thunderstorm around through early afternoon. Then some sun in the afternoon, the high 72 north, 79 south. For Wednesday, partly sunny, high 73 to 77. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Gene Powell pasture mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, we also offer fence row spraying, stump grinding, and now rototilling. Now is the perfect time to get ready for spring. We are family owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Howell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell pasture mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen Silver Springs. We want to thank Marion County for 45 years of loyalty. We love this wonderful community, so come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs and get some of our great food and ice cream. We have a number of great meal deals that include dessert at a better price than anyone in the industry. Our products are made fresh to order, just for you. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
AccuSleep offers a safe and effective medical option for those who suffer from sleep disorders of all kinds. AccuSleep makes restoring healthy sleep patterns possible. No medication, no surgery, just good sound sleep. Mend your sleep so you can stop counting sheep. Experience restorative sleep at AccuSleep, the acupuncture sleep clinic in Ocala by calling 352-615-5566.
Please listen in each and every Sunday at 8:05 a.m. for Journey to Daybreak with Dr. Martha Tony here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Palm Garden announces Fast Track. Fast Track. Focused assessment, safe transition. When a new guest is admitted to Palm Garden, we start with the ABCs. A is the assessment to determine what the guest needs. B is for basic care, which is excellent nursing and therapy. And C is for consistency to provide what's needed throughout the stay. Fast Track. Palm Garden will get you home fast, really, really fast. Take a fast tour of Palm Garden located at the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
All right, 24 minutes before 9 o'clock, and it is raining out there. I guess the weatherman was right, Robin. It's raining, right?
I guess so.
All right, we have had Alex Slayton on before, and I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not. I might be mispronouncing his name. But I'll pretend I knew it, and then I'll just say April Fool's, because it's that day, right?
Yes.
Alex is the CEO of Maxim Software Systems. He's the founder of the Dental Office Managers Association of Canada. He's written a book called Responsible Dental Ownership. So if you own a dental practice, you might want to pay attention to this because it's kind of a narrow audience in this one, I think. I can't imagine everybody can relate to this one. But we got a lot of dentists in our listening audience. They called last time we had Alex on, so I presume he's gonna strike a nerve. Hey, that's a dental. Strike a nerve. Alex, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing amazing. How's your Monday so far?
We're doing good. It's raining here. Are you in Canada?
I am in Winnipeg, where it's not raining, but it is 0 degrees.
Wow.
0 degrees. Oh, my gosh. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Okay. So it's freezing, Robin.
Yeah.
It's freezing either way. So, yeah, last time you were on, I don't know if we ever sent you any of forwarded any of the emails, because I don't know if but we gave them your information. Mm-hmm. Most of the responses we got were from people who currently are either managing a dental office or are the dentists themselves. Does that seem?
Yeah, and those usually encounter very similar problems with their business.
Okay, so tell me about the book, and I'm sure you wrote the book specifically for them, right?
Yeah, the book is tailored towards dental owners or office managers for the clinic, but the majority of the book actually is able to help medium or small businesses with everything that has to do with human resource, marketing, customer service, and topics like that.
Yeah, because a business is a business, right? I mean, ultimately, and I knew that, but I wanted you to say that so that our listeners could, should I say April Fool's right now? No, I knew it. I knew it. So, yeah, so I think we learned that as we... I don't know if you learn it until you run a business, though. I don't know. Sometimes you don't have to own it necessarily, but if you're in charge of running it, you definitely have to know some of those things.
Yeah, definitely. You have to know things about management and leadership, and unfortunately, a lot of it is not something that you can learn in school. School is a bunch of theory, but you learn everything from your experience as soon as you join the workforce. And you learn by making mistakes, assessing what did not work, and becoming better.
And you also point out that you have that a business owner and manager have to pay attention to the employees to make sure they're not too stressed out, and they're also doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you see, the reality is a business is, for the most part, the sum of its employees, and when employees are really connected to the business's purpose and everything is aligned, they give out more and they provide better customer service throughout their days in the company, and they actually work together in more collaboration and cohesiveness than if they're not in alignment, and if they're not really happy or they're stressed out because they don't have the tools to handle the situations or the training. And you need that emotional wellness in your own workforce culture. Yeah, I think emotional wellness is a new term, but basically it talks about equilibrium inside the human. And from my perspective, I like to look at aspects of how the work environment affects emotional wellness of individuals, just because we all spend the majority of our days and weeks at our work. So I think that employers play a huge role in creating an environment to facilitate emotional wellness and to help employees reach their potential and just feel good at work.
So what are your thoughts about the jack of all trades versus the specialist in the workforce? So if you have somebody work in the front counter, let's say, or the reception desk, should that person also know a little bit about what goes on in the back rooms, or depending on the business? Obviously, the dental manager is not going to drill teeth, but aside from the crux of what the business is about, what do you think about the jack of all trades idea?
I think any business has room for both jack of all trades and specialized individuals. But I think it's more about the managers and leaders to assess each position and see what are the traits that are 100% required to be successful at a particular role. So, for instance, if you brought a front receptionist in a clinic, the core competency for that person is customer service. So the most important part is to be able to genuinely like helping people. So a patient or someone walks through the door, they're not supposed to be looking busy, looking at their computer. They're supposed to look at that individual, smile, and welcome them to the practice. Right. This is something that's very difficult to teach and to train, and it's just you need people who are just like that based on their personality. So leaving the dental practice for a moment and going to the fast food culture at the fast food restaurants, we've really observed over the past almost year that in the fast food restaurants, if you're inside ordering and there's somebody at the drive-thru, they almost always cater to the drive-thru people before the people standing inside. How can they make that better and not focus on the drive-thru? I think they're trying to juggle. The reality is, in a fast food restaurant or even a regular restaurant, there's peaks of people during the rush hour, and they're usually not staffed for those 2-3 hours the way they should. In fast food chains, it's more systematic than that, so it's a little bit more fluid. But you're right. If you as a patron of a restaurant felt that they've provided better service to the people in the drive-thru, they have failed to provide you with that basic customer service, that feeling that they have catered to your needs. How can they do it better? I think, first of all, management needs to understand that this is the feeling that their clients are getting, and they need to make a decision to change it. Especially in McDonald's, I'm pretty sure they have systems in place to retrain people and or hire more, I guess.
Right. So, real quickly, when you mentioned McDonald's before we end it, what about the changes in technology? I'm guessing the core of doing business is still the same, but like, for example, I could make an appointment with the dentist on my phone, or I could order some food on my phone, and then when I get there, a lot of that paperwork isn't necessary in the case of a dentist. Is that changing the landscape of the work environment, the technology?
Yeah, technology is changing a lot in all realms, dentistry and fast food. I know McDonald's acquired a technology company out of Israel, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, in terms of customization of orders. And some AI built into it. In terms of dental clinics, yeah, so you have the digitization of all the forms, so you don't need to do double entry into your system. You can book appointments through a portal or on your phone. There's a lot of interesting things happening with the equipment as well with dentistry. I'm assuming in like 10-15 years we might have robots doing our hygiene cleanings. So there's technology is everywhere, and it is going to change the way we receive services, whether they're medical or regular.
Alex, pronounce your last name so I don't get it wrong. Zlatan. Okay, I had two choices and I got it wrong. All right, Alex, thank you for being on with us. The book is called Responsible Dental Ownership. I found it on Amazon. Give us the website you would like us to go to.
It's my name, alexzlatin.com, ALEXZLATIN.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.